Welcome back to another My Two Good Hands video. Just because it's wintertime doesn't mean you can't work on your RV. And when you winterize your RV, one of the things you always do is you're looking at everything, so you see things. So we're doing a little preventative maintenance. Got ourselves a new water pump. This water pump's a little different than the one we've got because it's already got isolation. You can see my video on how to isolate a water pump. But this one's already got isolation. We're going to go ahead and install this thing and show you how. But let's show you why we went out and bought the new marine RV water pump. So here's our water pump, and here's what worried us. We cleaned this all up a while back, and here's what's bothering us. See all that rubber there? Look at the rubber coming out. You can kind of see it down there, right where I got the light. See the rubber coming out? And up top, I mean, if I wipe my hand up here, look at all the rubber coming out. That's coming out of this mechanism somehow, right at this area where it's sealed. You can see what's blowing on the ground. Right here, there's a lot of it blowing out. So that's going to fail. Now, if you're out on the road and you fail a water pump, you'll pay a lot of money for the pump. You'll pay a lot of money to have it installed, yada, yada. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to uninstall this one, which you can see has two wires here. Basically, we're going to cut these and splice in our new pump. Pretty self-explanatory here. You can see which wire goes to which one on this pump. So the red wire from the pump is going to the black wire, which is interesting. The black wire is going to the white wire. So go figure that one out. But I think basically what it is we're grounding that thing out. Set it. Don't look at this wire. The pump only has two wires to it, and those are through a switch that's up here, right here. So you can turn it on. You can hear the pump. There's no water in there, so it's very quiet. So you get an idea. So basically, these are usually undone by hand. Let's see, I can undo that by hand. And she's going to drip a little, so be ready for that, all right? We're going to go get ourselves, we didn't think we were going to get as much water as we are. So we're going to seal that back up. We'll go get some rags, so we're ready, and take those hoses loose, and we'll bring our wire strippers, which is already here. And we're also going to get some crimp connections. So we'll be back in a minute. Very easy by hand to turn off the hoses. Those will be easy. Next thing we'll do is cut them two wires. Cutting them wires is easy. We'll just come in there with our cutters, cut them off. We'll do some stripping and be ready for the new pump with those. But we'll have to get... So what do you do with the old pump? Well, here's what you do with the old pump. First, we clear out the box of parts, and then we take the old pump and we put it in the box because this pump works. So we're going to take the caps off of this pump, put them on this pump to keep it clean. And then this becomes a spare for when we're on the road. So we're going to pack that up and then we'll show you the install. Well, one of the things you need is you need a couple connectors. We've got these yellow ones that we can heat shrink later. We are going to clean it out down there. But the first thing we'll do is take two fresh ones, put them with our spare pump. If you're on the road and you got to install that pump, you know the connectors, you'll be stuck. So we're going to strip both of these and put our connectors on. Make sure we get a little twist on these. Then we can take them and stick them in the connector. You can. Nice thing with the translucent connectors is you can see right where the wire's at. So we can take this and crunch her down right there on the end. Give it a little tug. Make up. See, that's why you give it a little tug. I gave it a little tug and I didn't have it in there right, and it came apart. We'll get us another one out. That's why you always want to give them a little tug. Again, we will put this in there. You can see where we're at. Looks like we put this in the wrong spot. That's why. So now, give it a good squeeze, a little tug. It's on there. And we'll do another one on this one. And the only reason we're doing them up here, it's easier to work up here than it is down there. So do as much as you can away from a tight spot. That's all. Again, we got it. So that's good. So the next thing we got to do is clean down here, and then we will work on installing this. Because we've got all this dirt and debris in here, we're going to come in here and mop up all the water, get all the junk out of there. And toss that out of the RV. So now we're clean. So we know the pump is going to go here like this. And let me bring you up so you can see it better. Okay, so you should be able to see pretty good in there now. We're not going to worry about our screwing it down right now. We'll go get some screws for that in a minute. We're going to need to rustle up some washers and screws on that case to isolate this. But so a couple things we've got here. We know this. We know the red went to the black before, so that's what we're going to do again. I don't know why it was that way, but that's the way we're going to put it. So we're going to do the black here. Strip it. We'll test fire the pump. And you can put your finger on here, and you can feel that blowing out, so you know you're going the right way. Now we got to hook up our hoses, and then we got to mount this thing. Let's hook up our hoses. Start one and start the other one. Just kind of work them together. Good and finger tight. Good and finger tight. Try to refrain from putting wrenches on there and breaking the plastic. Now we should be able to turn it on again, and should pump. Very quiet compared to the other one. I can hear it drawing. I don't hear it coming up yet on the other side, but pulling a little bit of the antifreeze out of the tank. Listen close, you can hear it. Oh, we're going to go find some mounting screws that are about 1.25 inches long to mount that thing in with some washers. We'll be back. Screwdriver tip. We got some nice screws with washers. Let's let them all down in there because we have to lay down to get at this probably here. A light there so we can kind of see. Move our wires out of the way so nothing gets pinched. And go screw this down. Now we're installed. We got to come back and heat shrink them wires. And we'll put some tie wraps to neaten all this up under here. So we'll be back and do that. We won't show you that. You can do yours however you want. I'll do mine my way. But this all should be easy to do, and you shouldn't have a problem with it. So don't forget to subscribe to My Two Good Hands. We did the pump there. You can go see the battery charger video where we did that. We improved that. We boxed up the pump real nice. This is going to go in our spares. Always want to keep your old parts because an old part is better than no part. And you got it from here. Like and subscribe. Catch you in the next video.